These two little angels are ridiculous. I mean, maybe the sweetest goats in the barn. I don't know. It's always a competition. But I dumped food in the first bin, and Jummy went to eat it, and Tootsie went to eat it at the same time. And then they were both like, oh, no, after you. Oh, no, after you. And they both just stood there looking at me like, there's only one bin of food, sir. Should we share? And so I dumped food in the other bin, and then they were like, thank you. Ridiculous. Why are you laying so patiently? Now I know, babies. Come here. I have a bit of a worm problem going on. I should just record and then let the babies out so you can actually hear me. Oh my goodness, your eyes are so gorgeous. I know, babies. I gotta check this Frosty Mom. Y'all move like some flowing water towards the exits. So far, so good. I mean, these guys, I don't know if I can show you. How absolutely fantastically pink and beautiful his eyes are. Oh, I sat my knee right on one little tiny grain of food. Oh, that hurt so bad. All right, come on, baby. Hi, my beauties. Good night. It's a little bit crazy in here. I gotta get in here. You guys need to be checked as well. What's that? Go, Miss Cookie. Oh my goodness. Babies, I'm gonna... I don't know where to point the camera. Everybody's yelling. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, on the wrong side. Y'all, it's Monday. Welcome to Monday. And, ooh. Is it a doozy? Come in this morning to this, well, after I swept to this, which is coming from Muffin. I don't know where she is right now. But she looked real bad. And then, so Muffin and Sparkle Mom actually are the only two right now that are giving me any concern. She went from 0 to 60. Coccidia. But again, this is something that we learned earlier in the year, and I'm not going to not treat for coccidia, but I'm going to deworm first. With your adult goats, if they're showing signs of coccidia, probably start with eye checks. Do your fecal samples if you want to. It's probably a heavy worm load. It's not failed us this year. Every time one of the adult goats has shown signs of coccidia, they have had a very heavy worm load. And I think we missed that in the past. You see the diarrhea and you treat for coccidia, and it clears up the coccidia, but then they just keep looking dumpy, and then the coccidia comes back. So that's something very important that we learned, is that I think we already knew, but your adult goats, if they're showing signs of coccidia, it's because of worms. Because if they don't have a heavy worm load, their body generally takes care of the coccidia. I know, my little beautiful little angel. You are the sweetest little thing. Come here. Good. She's made a good recovery. She's such a skinny little thing, and if she gets... I know. You're a little angel. You know that? You're just you're so sweet. Hi. Come on, we'll get you to your babies. They're probably out here poaching milk off of whoever they can. Mr. Marlin, can you move, please, sir? Thank you. Mr. Marlin. Mr. Marlin. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're such a goofball. Okay, so that's fantastic, because I thought there were more girls that were showing signs. And see, you guys, this is exactly why. What? You don't need a bully. That's Jabachino. You look great, Mama. Come here, sketchy little thing. Let's get you. That's exactly why I left them locked in, because I knew I'd start chit-chatting and forget who I had checked. And it's very important, obviously, to make sure you check everybody, because the one goat you don't check, Murphy's Law states that will be the goat that has the worms. Why are you pooping on my scale? Because, well, you left it in the middle of the floor, sir. Okay. Mr. Magnum PI. You're probably going to get a lot of wind noise, but it's been blowing for, I don't know, 20 miles an hour for about 2 days now. Rained all day yesterday. These heifers did a little jailbreak. I'll show you when we get up there. Well, just go around me, love. Go around me. You go that way? Yep. So there's this little wash up here. Now, it's kind of a big wash. I didn't think it was possible for them to get under that. It's only about 6 inches, but sure enough, they rolled. There's the fence height. Maybe it's about a foot, but it gets real narrow under there, and they just kind of scrunch their little chubby butts under there. So I'll leave this here for now until I can get some fence over here and properly block this. So this one is at least twice as deep as the one up there. So I'm gonna shimmy this piece of steel in there just so I can get, again, until I can get some fence under there. And I just looked down there and I already fixed that. I see some babies out down there. So I have to go investigate that. Well, as much fun as that would have been to record, it was not fun. Half the herd split off. I got him in up there. The other half was still out down here. Then I had blocked this off so they couldn't escape back in here. So I have them down here and I'm thinking, well, I can get them to come through this drain down here. So I come down here and I pulled all the stuff off of here. They just kept jumping. They saw this as an obstacle, this jump right here from there to there. So they just kept jumping from bank to bank and not going down in. Oh, and coming under here. Then other goats started going out here. And I dumped the food over there and they all went over there. And then I tried to get out there while everybody was eating over there and kind of herd them back in. That wasn't happening. They just kept running up there. It's not wide enough up there. If I come at them, they just kept going around the corner and going down that way, and then they'd come back down this way, and then they were going over there. So what I ended up having to do was just take all the goats that were within the fence, take them to the barn with food, went back up by the barn where they had originally busted out, pulled that all down. The other goat herd that was outside had followed me up to the top up there, and I got them all back in. So now I got to come back through and fix all this. Good times. Show me a goat and I'll show you where your fence can be fixed, where it's weak, where it's sad, where it needs a second look perhaps. So my day is pretty much shot at this point. Time I spend a couple hours putting away goats. So what I'm gonna do is take this wheelbarrow. I need this arm. These are just good old-fashioned solid oak wheelbarrow handles. Given that my metal one rusted out on my brand new wheelbarrow, it's like maybe 2 years old tops, I'm gonna try to finagle one of these wooden arms to replace that arm. I just gotta go collect all my stuff. It's like a video game. Collect this piece to get to this piece. Y'all are buttholes. All of you, including the little ones. Y'all, all of you. All y'all and everybody. I mean, okay, so you're being cute over there. Fine. I forgive you. It's actually my fault. Now I feel bad. It's all my fault. Now I'm in the spot where I'm like, okay, well, it's your fault, Mr. Incompetent. I love you guys. But sometimes you drive me crazy. And that's okay. That's okay. This makes it all worth it. Why you gotta fight somebody? I'll press your pause button. Play. Pause. Play. Pause. Play. Pause. All right, so after I reprimand myself for reprimanding my little beauties, hi beauty. This is the wheelbarrow. For whatever reason, this leg is, this handle is perfectly fine. Like somebody just screwed up something somewhere, and this one is completely rusted out. Rusted out there. See, the whole sidewall's gone. The rest of it's great. Something did not go correctly in the manufacturing process. So, see what I can do. Might not be super obvious in the video, but the length matches perfectly. Sweet. Guys, I've had this thing for 10, 12, probably close to 15 years. And basically the tub rotted off of it. But look at these bolts. I mean, they look completely accessible. I'm gonna hit them with some WD-40. Water displacement number 40. Let those set up a little bit. Look at these. There's like nothing left of this nut, and this bolt is just complete garbage. These two, perfect. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to get this off of here. Might have to drill a couple holes, but I shouldn't. I mean, everything is the same. bolt here to hold that support bracket on. Bolts there for the leg. The only thing I can hope for is that these right here line up here and here. And I mean, everything else looks the same, so it should. Hopefully. If not, we have a drill. These are not budging at all, so this is gonna have to be a continuation. Basically, I'm gonna have to cut these off. It's just not gonna come off there. This either, and neither are those two over there, so. Well, it's gonna be another video.